National Guard troops on hold. Late Sunday, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration from deploying federalized troops to Portland. Judge Karin Immergut granted a preliminary injunction until later this week, when she'll make a final decision.
What's important is that right now, we know at least until Friday, there will be a preliminary injunction, and it's highly likely that this ruling will turn into a permanent injunction.
The order comes after a 3-day trial that ended last week. The state of Oregon, California, and city of Portland sued the Trump administration, arguing the president overstepped his authority. The feds claim the president has the right to deploy federalized troops, and federal officers need help protecting the ICE building in South Portland, for months a focal point of protests. In her ruling, Judge Immergut wrote, federal law enforcement, along with local law enforcement, were able to manage the situation by making arrests, and ICE officers were still able to do their job. Willamette University law professor Laura Appelman says Judge Immergut's order signals she'll likely issue a permanent injunction by the end of the week.
If there's a permanent injunction, that is not something that disappears in 14 days. But obviously, by the very phrasing of it, it's permanent.
Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield celebrated Sunday's decision as a step toward truth and accountability, because for now, the National Guard still cannot be deployed to Portland.
The judge's decision came at a critical time just as the clock was running out. A temporary restraining order that she'd previously issued was due to expire at midnight. Instead, this new preliminary injunction now blocks any National Guard deployment in Oregon until Friday.
So, Kyle, what's next here for us? We're just in a holding pattern until Friday, essentially?
Well, the judge could provide a final decision at any time, but Friday is the deadline. Clearly, Judge Immergut wants to be thorough, so we'll be watching to see if and when she grants that permanent injunction. Now, keep in mind, that would be the final decision at the district court level, but it wouldn't stop there. The losing party will almost certainly appeal to the Ninth Circuit, and frankly, it could very well go all the way up to the Supreme Court.
All right, Kyle, thank you so much for your reporting and continuing to follow this story for us.